Hi, I'm Joshua Andrews, and despite my best efforts, I've yet to be fired. Well, today I'm here to talk to you about the importance of the math class. No, not geometry, that's still useless. I'm actually here to talk to you about the math class of Java. In the course of writing many programs, you may need to perform certain mathematical functions. These may include rounding, comparing values, finding square roots, or more. Programming these functions would be time-consuming. Thankfully, there is the math class. The math class collects a variety of utility methods for performing common mathematical tasks. Here we explore the power, round, min and max, and square root methods. The min method and max method both accept two numeric values. The min method returns the lower of the two values, while the max method returns the matter of the two values, played by Mel Gibson. It returns the higher of the two values, played by Courtney Love. The syntax, like all syntax of math methods, begins with first calling the math class, then the method, and then whatever values are passed to that method. The round method accepts a double or a float and returns the closest integer or long to the value. This is useful for any occasion where a decimal value is unacceptable. The syntax is math.round, passing it a double, or math.round, passing it a float. This method is used for any occasion you need to find the square root of a number. The method accepts a double and returns the closest double to the square root. The syntax is math.sqrt, and then you pass it whatever double you need to find the square root of. I'm told that in a great deal of advanced mathematics you have to use exponents. I don't know, I slept through most of that. Still, if you manage to pass calculus your first or fifth time, you fancy pants, you can make use of the power method. This method accepts two values and returns the first value multiplied to the power of the second value. The syntax is math.pow, and in the parentheses you pass the first two values, the first value being what is multiplied to the power of the second value. Now we're going to bring them all together and demonstrate each of the methods I've shown you. First, we're going to demonstrate square root. First, you take a double variable type, with in this case 4, and you're going to pass it to math.square-root, and you just put it in the parentheses. It should, in this case, return a value of 2. To demonstrate min and max, we simply need two values, in this case stored in integer variables, though it does apply to any numeric data type. And you pass them to, in this first, math.max, which should return high, out of high and low, and then math.min, which should return low out of high and low. To demonstrate rounding to an integer, all you need is a value that does not count originally as an integer, in this case 258.66, which is stored in a double, and then you pass that double to math.round, which should return a value that is equal to an integer. In this case, it should return 259. And to demonstrate using powers, again we have two values, each of them stored in a double. We have 4 and 3. Now when you call math.power, recall that the first variable you pass to it is going to be the number that is multiplied to the power of the second variable passed to it. In this case, it is going to be 4 to the power of 3, or 4 cubed. Now let's see if we actually have programmed it correctly. In this case, we see the square root of 4 is 2. Of 6 and 18, the higher number is 18. Of 6 and 18, the lower number is 6. 258.66 does round to 259, and 4 to the power of 3 equals 64. The math class serves a variety of purposes. There are many more methods that can be found in online documentation. Study these methods and look for more. You never know when someone's already done your work for you.